Good morning from Stony Brook University, and welcome into the 2024 NLF National Championship Games. This is the graduating class of 2028 rising ninth graders, and we have got a good one on tap here for you. The Express North taking on Leading Edge from New Jersey. Mark Dixon, Steve Panarelli, excited to bring you all the action. This is our second of 5 games here today on ESPN Plus. And going into high school, Steve, what are these guys thinking about? What's their mindset being able to play on national television?
Yeah, I think it's a big deal for these guys, you know. First time probably in a situation like this. You don't really start to play anything remotely close to TV until you get on that varsity level and maybe get on some local channels and some big-time championship-type games. But good opportunity for these guys. Kind of like the battle of the best bagel, New Jersey versus Long Island. Or is it Long Island or are they North? I apologize.
Well, so Express North is typically
Westchester.
like Westchester, so you got some...
They'll make a claim for their bagels, too, up in Westchester.
Yeah, well, I can tell you, I got some bagels this morning down the street from a place, and it was delicious. When you come to New York, being a Maryland guy,
yeah,
you know, and we have good delis in Maryland. I know, you know, New York guys, you can't get a cutlet. Can't get that chicken cutlet, but you get most else. There's a shot from Patrick Smith. But pizza and bagels, those are the two things that New York, in addition to other things, you know, but those are the things that just, man, I had a couple slices yesterday. They were just next level. You don't get that in Maryland.
It's like you can't go a block without seeing either a deli or a...
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Fat guy like me loves it.
Well, it's great. Yeah, exactly. It's not great for that.
What do you mean exactly?
No. I'm saying it's not great if you're trying to lose a pound or two. Everywhere you go, it's there.
So Express with the early save. This is number 3. Wyatt Best. Again, this is the culmination of 3 days of lacrosse and a long, hot summer for these athletes. Out of the pack, shot to score. The Express North is out to the early lead. It is Henry Hughes with the goal. Express North up 1-0.
Good job off the ground here, just being aggressive right away. Picking this one up, recognizing that there was going to be nobody in front of him as soon as he came out of this pile with the ground ball. Take a look. Good play there. Holding on to it. Really nice job of keeping that ball in his stick. Eluding 2 or 3 defenders right in front. And did a good job finding open space, getting his hands free. And getting Express on the board here, 1-0.
Face-off violation against Leading Edge. Possession to Express North. Both of these teams, their path to this championship game. Express North beating Massachusetts Black 11-1 in the quarterfinals.
Wow.
Then they beat Team 91 Venom 8-5 in the semis. Leading Edge over Texas Nationals 10-4 in the quarters. 12-4 over the Annapolis Hawks in the semis. So this leads them to this national championship game. And again, Express North, they're in the white. Leading Edge wearing red. Express North out to the quick 1-0 lead.
Tough pass there. Gonna be lucky to come away with this, possibly.
2 guys on the end line. Nice pickup, and we're going to have an out-of-bounds call. Possession will go over to Leading Edge. Max Holda trotting back to pick up the ball and trigger the clear for Leading Edge.
Get our first look at Leading Edge here, right? Or no, they had to save early on.
Yeah.
Off the opening draw. So second possession here for Leading Edge.
Patrick Smith on the attack. Ball cycles up top to number 17, Reed Bolger. Bolger over to Holda, who cleared that ball for leading edge. Good short stick defense being applied by Express. Looks like that's number 4, Bruce Hopkins. Number 99 in the white defender. To your point, always have a 99.
Always
Jake
99.
Davies. Leading edge, very patient on the offense. There's a cutter, nice knockdown by Hopkins. Ball picked up by Teddy Whitehouse. He's being hounded by Austin Dales. Jack McGinn now triggering from up top. McGinn gets a step shot. Fought off by the goaltender. That's number 30. Dominic DeBellis, double D, with the nice save. Outlet pass comes over to Max Wellgold. He's listed as Maxwell. What do you think you prefer, Maxwell or Max?
You can never go wrong by saying the full name.
That is true. You don't want moms and grandmoms
No.
getting after you. You ever have that happen on the college level where coach is like, I know you've been calling him this for 3.5 years, but I met his grandmother, and his grandmother wants it to pronounce this way.
No, I've never had that.
I've had that 2 or 3 times. I'm not going to name any names, but it's funny. Express North now on the attack. Offense started with Bruce Hopkins. So we're seeing two-way middies here, which is great to see from both squads. Cutter Lent operating up top for Express North. That was good defense being played by leading edge Max Melchioni. Dodge the cage, draws a double, spins back. Ball's mishandled. Melchioni, quick first-time grounder. He's out.
Wow.
Transition opportunity for Melchioni, number 33. Watch the trail. Hopkins, good hustle. Bruce Hopkins knocks it down. Ball's loose. Here come Express North.
He's got numbers right across there.
Maxwell Wellgold. Nice check. Ball's loose, picked up by Brady Shim. And Shim gets it into the crease to his goaltender.
He had another guy breaking with him. Should have threw right across the top there. Instead, they go to the base. Attackman who had somebody on him led to that turnover. It was 2 poles coming up. You got to trust your teammate there. Throw it to him, give him an opportunity. Turnover here, but now they're pushing behind. Should go to Express.
Oh, we got a flag down. It looked like that was a loose ball, but the official is going to say possession.
I thought it was a loose ball. What'd you think?
I thought it was loose, for sure.
And you're an official, so you know.
Well, I'm not always right, but let's take a look.
Take a look right here.
Good defensive pressure. You can see in these championship games. So that's clean. Ball's loose. No, that's possession.
All right.
That's a good call. See, I've never been 100% accurate. I've never reffed a perfect game. On that occasion, I probably would have just called loose ball, but the officials are on it. Good call by the refs. And Express North will enjoy the first extra man opportunity of this game.
Working out of a 3-3 early. See if they change formation.
Just not a smart shot.
Nope. You gotta understand the situation and where your guys are.
I mean, you're 2 passes into an extra man opportunity with no backup.
That looks like something I would have done.
I didn't want to say anything. Good ride. Ball's loose.
Let's see what they do with it here. There's only 30 seconds, so that clock's running.
Jack Hamilton with the takeaway. His teammate, Wyatt Rochford, being hounded. Rochford's looking for that trail check. It never came, but the slide did. Ball is loose. Number 92, Max Sins, smart play. And Sins is able to create the turnover. Possession over to leading edge.
But a lot of long ground balls, right? I feel like the ball's been on the ground a bunch here early. Not sure if the guys are just, getting those nerves out, figuring it out. But ball's been on the ground a whole bunch, even more so than it was, I think, in the first game.
definitely think nerves play a factor here. Also, these kids have played a lot of lacrosse. They're tired. Championship Sunday, but to get here, no easy task. Had to win 4 games in 2 days. No, 5. 5 games in 2 days. How about that? Play 3 yesterday.
Yesterday was hot, humid.
It was hot. A lot of rain, too.
I'm glad we're in the booth this year. Years past, you and I have been,
Yeah.
in some rough booths. This one we'll take.
Nice defense being played by Express North. Ball's on the ground. Who's going to come up with it? It's Leading Edge. They've got an opportunity. Wind back shot goes over the cage. Jack McGinn with that offering, high to high, backed up by his teammate Patrick Smith. And Leading Edge will maintain possession. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Nice slide. Good double team defense. Can Leading Edge get it across? Good recovery. Shot looked like it hit the pipe or hit the goalie. There's a little bit of English on that thing.
I think he got a piece of it.
Ball's picked up and just chucked.
The old cheap it.
Yeah. Leading Edge comes up with it. Clark Schaub Zeller is the goalie for Leading Edge. This is Max Holda. He's impressed me with his clearing ability.
Yeah.
Punt return clears. Gets it over to his teammate, William Childs, and Leading Edge looking to figure out, crack this Express North defense.
They haven't really had a great look yet.
No, I agree.
Give credit to that defense from Express, doing a good job. Playing really well on ball, off ball.
Timmy Calabro's number 21, short stick in white for Express North. Smith going up against the defense of Austin Dales. Quick slide over the head, misses. Had a man on the crease. Pass goes awry. Officials are going to say it was tipped. Possession staying with red. Leading Edge.
Short time here, got to go.
10 seconds. All or nothing. Shot to score. Jack McGinn with a head of steam off of the restart. Gets right in front of the cage, and he pots it 1-1.
Talked about a short time off the end line there. Had to go right away. Try and make a play. Beats his initial defender here. Just goes righty. And you got to bring body there. If you're 16, right? Chasing check. You got to bring body there. Get in front and stop him. And no slide coming from the inside either. They slide adjacent there. But either way, get a goal right before the end of the first. 1-1.
Leading Edge ties things up with a buzzer beater. We're back with the second quarter.
Time to book a Varsity Media Sportscast and get on the big stage. A Varsity Media Sportscast is seen by thousands of people, both live and on demand, from friends and family all over the world to prospective college coaches. Our announcers will help tell the story of your team and your athletes. There is no bigger stage to be on than Varsity Media. Book a sportscast today by contacting Varsity Media.
Beautiful morning here at Stony Brook University for the 2024 NLF National Lacrosse Federation National Championship Games. This is the graduating class of 2028 rising ninth graders. These young men this August, September will step into high school to begin that portion of their academic and lacrosse careers. Mark Dixon, Steve Panarelli. And the age verification. The NLF has partnered with U.S. Lacrosse as well as other organizations to create the age verification where players must play in the class they are in from September to September. Players cannot play down in the summer if they fit the age verification. The 2029 class, we just saw Fusion Futures knock off Eclipse in that national championship game. They'll be age verified next year. USA Lacrosse was 7th grade and down this past season. Moving into next year, 8th grade will be there to cement all of youth lacrosse. And the age window is the window, Steve. If you are born a day If you're a day older, you're ineligible. So it's a hard and fast 15-month window as opposed to a 12-month window, so they can accommodate for summer birthdays. 20 tournament operators have partnered to make sure that these rules are enforced throughout the country, with the end goal being an equal playing field for all ages and able to put forth the best competition on the field. So we've seen great competition this week. You were watching you have a nephew playing in the younger age groups, and you can see that size discrepancy even when kids are on age. If you're in situations where a kid is a year or two older playing down or whatever the case may be, that really creates that kind of uneven, dangerous situation.
Oh, absolutely. And your old, there's a goal right there. 55, leading edge. Just step down and rip that lefty.
Mason Warwick with the heat, and leading edge is up 2-1.
But you're right, that's the biggest concern is the safety part of it. But let's take a look at this replay here. Good dodge, attacking the short stick, a little bit of an invert set maybe, or just got a favorable matchup off of slides and rotations, and then just steps down and just buries that little low to high. Gets leading edge back on the board, up 2-1 here. But again, getting back to that was, again, just the safety part of it, right? You got a guy, kids hit puberty at different times. You got a guy with a full beard playing against a bunch of boys. It gets ugly quick.
Shot, and talk about quick. Leading edge has coupled together a couple quick goals. Sam Delmaro, high bouncers will go on Long Island on a Sunday morning. And just like that, leading edge up 3-1.
Take a look right off the draw here. Just a good job on the ground ball. Get it going your way, right? Always positive things happen once you get it going towards your direction. And made a good decision there as the point attackman, right? You're the first threat, right? As soon as you catch that ball, you're the first option to shoot, and nobody picks you up. You got to be aggressive, and you got to let it rip. And a good job there of just recognizing that the slide was late. Gets his hands free. Nice bounce shot.
Zuva Chakabava wins the ensuing face-off. Chakabava, you're not going to miss him. He's got one blue shoe and one orange shoe. Facing off, wearing number 9 for leading edge in the red. Errant pass, good defense by Express North. They get the turnover. So, leading edge, 3 goals in about a minute?
Yeah, it was quick. Absolutely.
The buzzer beater at the end of the first stanza of action, and then 2 quick ones to start off this second quarter of action. Finds them in a 3-1 lead, and Express North now all of a sudden on their heels a smidge, and they got to figure it out on the offensive end. Shot, and there's a good one. That'll get you back in the game. Bruce Hopkins down the alley, sticks it, and Express North has cut the leading edge advantage down to 1.
Take a look at the replay here. A little dodge, top of the box, and just rips it on the run. Nice overhand, good fundamental shot there. Again, putting it low and away on the run. Just a nice little alley dodge for the Express.
Yeah, no slide means
shoot.
Hands free.
That's it, shoot.
And I tell you, I think that's something that's lacking a little bit in the college game is that alley dodge shot. Because if we were here for a college game and that was the initial dodge off of the offense, they want you banging it behind the cage, right?
Yeah.
They don't want that first shot. They go for the best shot, not the first shot. But oftentimes that alley dodge can be the best shot.
Absolutely. Also depends on who's taking it too, right?
That's true. That is true. Little rollback. Shot goes wide. Backed up by Express North. Wyatt Best with that offering for the boys in white. Off the end line, the restart will go to Luke Desi. Being guarded by Charlie Spinner. Leading edge poles very active. Brady Shim knocking that one down, but Express North is able to keep possession. Henry Hughes, he has the first goal of the game for this Express North team. Rolls back, nice slide by Shim. Whistle stops play. It looks like a timeout taken by Express North to save possession. Smart timeout. We'll take it with them. Leading Edge leads Express 3-2. Rising ninth graders, class of 2028, national championship.
Comes to live streaming, Varsity Media does it all. Athletic events, concerts, musicals, graduations, even weddings. Trust Varsity Media when it comes to your live stream event. Contact us today to learn more about Varsity Media's live streaming services at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Why bother? Back to Stony Brook. Mark Dixon, Steve Panarelli. Leading Edge up on Express 3-2. Timeout taken by Express North. How do you like the temperature of this game so far? What sticks out?
I think both teams have been pretty patient, but like I said early on, it was a little hectic. A lot of long ground balls. I think both teams are starting to settle in now here, and I think the rest of the way we're going to see some good offensive action. And like I said, as both of these teams start to settle in here, getting a little bit more comfortable, getting some of those early nerves out, or waking up after waking up on a Sunday after a long weekend so far playing lacrosse. Might take you a minute or two to get going.
Yeah, we see these kids on the field and they work so hard, but good bonding experience for the players, for the parents. It could be a little expensive, but
yeah,
it could be time well spent with other folks that are like-minded, and the kids enjoy hotel accommodations, the pool, and
yep. I'm sure the parents are happy though. They're sick of probably sitting on the I-95.
Don't remind me, man. I still got to drive home. This is a home game for you.
This is a home game for me.
Nice. I'll be jealous.
I should be in my pool within a half hour after this.
Cutter Lent with the shot. Nice save by Leading Edge. If I hit really bad traffic, I might be coming over. Melchione on the sideline whips it upfield. Ball's loose. Who's going to come up with it? Played back over into the offensive end, headed to the sideline. Looks like we had an offside call against Express North. Possession to Leading Edge.
It's the second time that they kind of just sent it, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like cheaped it and just kind of chucked the ball the other way.
Right.
Wasn't much pressure on them either time either. They just kind of, I don't know if that's by design or what that is, but that's two times where guy picked up a ball, didn't have a lot of pressure, and just sent it the length of the field.
Yeah, and as a pole, you find yourself under a little bit of pressure on that sideline. I mean, what's the move to settle down and get the ball out of harm's way?
Turn, run away from pressure, right? I always
Yeah.
teach the kids just run out of trouble. There's a lot of grass here, and you can find it. You just got to run out of trouble, get your hands free.
Leading Edge back on the offense. Teddy Whitehouse looking to take advantage of some short stick defensive midfield. Charlie Peters, player in white behind the cage. And you can see Express, they're almost like a backer. It's not a zone, but like there's a backer at all times waiting to go.
Yeah.
So if you're Leading Edge, you got to recognize that, find out the space that backer is occupying and where you can find a little soft spot to attack.
Yeah, you're right. That guy is just sitting right there.
Yeah.
It's almost like
It's almost like a free double, right?
Yeah. Being that we're in Stony Brook here, not too far from Ward Melville, that was Joe Cuso, legendary coach here in New York State. That's what they were known for. They played the backer zone. Had guys like Chris Pasavia that played in that system that were really, really good.
Yeah.
Just to go out, they had the ability to just go throw checks and take the ball away because they knew they always had help coming. He won a couple state titles with that old backer zone.
Yeah, we're seeing Express North incorporating it here today in this national championship game. Graduating class of 2028, rising ninth graders. Peters again behind the cage with the short stick defensive midfield. Mason Warwick Leading Edge being very patient offensively. But they can strike quick. Roll back middle of the field. Shot goes wide, backed up by Leading Edge. They'll maintain possession. And it looks like a timeout taken by Leading Edge.
I think they're trying to figure out what we talked about, trying to figure out that backer zone.
Yeah.
Reason why they're being so patient. It's definitely a different look if you haven't seen it before. And we talked about this tournament setting. You don't have time to watch film and scout and prepare for something new. That's why, a backer zone or a regular zone or something that you're doing differently defensively can really be the difference in a game like this, because now you're relying on in-game changes, and that's not easy to do, at the younger levels of lacrosse, of trying to, teach now how to defeat a backer zone on the sideline in a timeout in 30 seconds,
Right. Yeah. I mean, these teams know each other relatively. You tend to, the better squads in the NLF run into each other every now and again. But it's hard to scout because typically when you're playing, your competition's playing as well. They might be on the field next to you or a couple fields over. But unless you got that dad or mom.
Yeah, that could go over and watch for you.
Could go and give you a good scout. To your point, you're kind of flying blind coming in and figuring it out as you go.
Well, something like this is so unique, right? I mean, I'm sure these kids have seen some zone.
Right.
Obviously, they've seen a lot of man, whether it be an adjacent slide or coming from the crease. But a backer zone is definitely a unique way to play it.
Mm-hmm.
And they probably haven't seen much of it, not only in travel and club, but even at their school or town teams.
Yeah.
It's like throwing a 10-man ride at somebody that's never prepared for it before. All of a sudden, you look up and
there it is.
Nobody's open.
Yeah.
What do I do now?
Yeah. Shoot.
Why can't I just throw the overpass and we get out?
Right. See what Leading Edge has cooked up out of the timeout. Fake shot by McGinn. Good pressure being played by the Express North. Austin Dales. Make it Davies. Smith, he's the quarterback. Finds a man, shot to score. That was pretty. Nice feed, good catch and shoot. It's Sam Delmaro with the finish. Leading Edge back up by a pair.
That's what you got to do, right? When that guy goes, right, that backer, the guy that's the hot guy, when he turns his back and he decides to double, you've got to find that space or those cutting lanes. And right there, he just cuts right off of the back of him. Does a good job, gets himself just inside that zone there, just enough space to handle on the inside and finish. Really nice offense from Leading Edge.
Back to the face-off dot we go. Chakova battling it out for Leading Edge with Keon Winters. Both these teams dominant in the playoff run to this championship game here on Sunday. It's almost like they were destined to face one another. Steamrolling the competition yesterday in the quarterfinals and the semifinals. Leading Edge working the ball around. Good defense by Express North. Express North defense looks to be well coached, communicate well, they're organized.
Yeah.
3 white jerseys. Somebody's open. And we're going to have a withholding. Good defense, and the player for Leading Edge was laying on the ball. Good call by the officials. If you're Leading Edge in that, you got 3 white jerseys. You got to run away from that pressure and move it, because you're going to have.
Somebody should be open, right?
Somebody's got to be open.
Based on the math.
I don't know why you just go over and let them figure it out, buddy. But he runs into trouble. That was Andrew Bassani getting triple team. Good ride from leading edge. That just looked weird.
Yeah, almost like he thought he was going off sides,
Yeah.
but that's got to teach kids that that's not your responsibility.
Yeah, you go and let everybody else figure it out.
Correct.
Shot as the horn expires on the first half of action. Entertaining lacrosse in spurts. Leading edge out of New Jersey. 4, Express North 2. Halftime, and we're back with the third quarter shortly.
Have the best athletic year of your life, and now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level. Your game film is too stagnant and not providing you with the insight that your coaches had hoped for? Varsity Media offers game film to help your coaches develop a game plan to execute on game day. Our current clients love the Varsity Media difference, which includes more insightful camera angles and a speedy upload process. Start building your championship team today with award-winning individuals at Varsity Media.
Comes to live streaming, Varsity Media does it all. Athletic events, concerts, musicals, graduations, even weddings. Trust Varsity Media when it comes to your live stream event. Contact us today to learn more about Varsity Media's live streaming services at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Welcome back, Stony Brook University, Long Island, New York. East Long Island?
This is East.
East Long Island. Mark Dixon, Steve Panarelli, happy to be bringing you all the action here on Championship Sunday from Stony Brook University, the NLF, National Lacrosse Federation, organization of terrific club lacrosse programs. This is the tournament. This is the tournament that you want to play in, that you want to compete in, and that you want to win. A gauntlet, couple games on Friday, depending upon your age group, 2 or 3 games yesterday. And we're just getting started here. We crowned a champion in the class of 2029, the rising 8th graders, Fusion Futures, beating Eclipse. And now we're looking to crown our second champion of the day. Leading edge out of New Jersey on Express North. Leading edge up 4-2 as we commence the third quarter. If you're just joining us, modified NCAA rules, 4 12-minute running quarters. Teams get a timeout at half. 20 seconds to get the ball from your defensive end into the offensive end. And once that 20 seconds is activated, over and back is in effect. And I know Steve doesn't like this, but there are no dives. No dives in this one. Express North with the first crack at possession here in the third period. Shot. Good hustle by the goaltender. Ball stays with Express North.
What's your thoughts on the dives in the college game? It's too hard to call, right?
It's difficult. I'm thrilled that we have instant replay. I think that makes it easier.
Yep.
But we need to tweak replay as it is now, because what you have is an official going to an iPad typically. I'd like to see something incorporated, and I know it's a big ask, but akin to like the NFL where you have maybe a central official that you communicate with, so you have two sets of eyeballs, if you will, on a call. And it wasn't a dive play necessarily, but the Virginia goal against Hopkins in the quarterfinals this year really could have benefited, I think, from an extra set of eyes. But for the dive itself, they try to make it as cut and dry as possible. You're not allowed to go into that goal mouth unless you're illegally put there.
Yeah.
So I think that helps, but it's still it's still murky, man.
What was the old rule? Was it you couldn't make contact with the goalie or something, right?
Well, the whole thing is when you have guys diving, you're really the way guys used to dive was really putting the goaltenders at risk.
Yeah.
Legs, ankles, feet, that kind of thing. So the goal mouth is designed to protect the netminder. But look, if you're put in illegally and you still take a goalie out,
yeah, exactly,
it's kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
I don't know. You're asking me on Sunday, and I'm kind of wishy-washy on it. You ask me tomorrow, I might be gung-ho. You ask me on Tuesday, I might be against it. It's one of those things. I don't know. What do you think?
I like the dive play. I mean, obviously, it creates that level of danger. They should almost give you a zone that you can jump into.
Yeah.
As opposed to not being
a zone that you can't?
Right.
I see what you're saying. Nice shot and a save. Number 51 is William Bugby, goaltender for Express North. Making a real clean, nice. That's one thing, you save it, don't give up a rebound, but then they give it right back. Leading edge, they've got numbers.
Right across.
Smith shot, and he finishes.
Good play.
Patrick Smith off of the broken clear, sticks it, and leading edge is now up by 3.
Both teams have struggled a little bit with clearing the ball at times here. You've seen a few turnovers in this game. Give credit maybe to the riding team as well, but good job here picking it up. I thought he had one more across the top, but he got it to his left hand. Good shot, good finish. Leading edge extending that lead 5-2 here in the third.
That's a flag, yeah. We're going to see what this is. It's going to be an illegal body check, and the only question is it multiple minute and/or locked in? Here we see the replay.
I mean, it's high for sure, and he extends his arms.
I'd go a minute.
Yeah, he didn't like.
And I wouldn't go full time. I felt like it started clean and ended bad.
Yeah, he didn't.
Oh, they're calling contact to the head and neck. 1 minute locked in. Okay, I can live with that.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
No. Face-off men are a lot like goalies. They don't have an opportunity oftentimes to get their licks in.
No. See what goes on here. A little 1-3-2 or 2-3-1, depending on where you count from.
Yeah. And this is the kind of situation that Express North needs to get back in this game. And they've got a full minute. This is a non-releasable penalty, so if they can score here, they'll go back to a man-up face-off. That's not going to get it done.
Stick side high to high, right to him. Nice, easy save from leading edge. That's a good job right there by the defenseman.
Clark Schob with the easy stop. And now we got numbers for leading edge. This shouldn't happen on a man up. Nice knockdown. That was good defense by Wellgold to thwart that transition opportunity from leading edge. So we've seen 2 EMOs from Express North without any results, without any pay dirt for the team in white.
Yeah, the first one was the shot with no backup, right?
Yeah.
And then that one, just a shot high to high, stick side, not much on it. Got to try to work for better opportunities when you got when you got a man up.
Looks like we're about to go back to even strength. Seems like a long minute.
Yeah, right?
I did only see one finger go up for a 1 minute foul. Maybe put 2 up and I missed it. In any event, leading edge just milking this clock, and there is no shot clock. Nice takeaway. Goalie ventures from his crease, picks up the ground ball, gets it dislodged. Nice ground ball work by Express North. They use that extra defender to their advantage, and there's another ill-advised clearing pass.
And we talked about it. Both teams have struggled a little bit today in the clear. A couple tough passes.
Charlie Sullivan gets it across for North, and that's going to be airmailed. Good. It was a good back check.
Yeah, it was a good check.
Little lift, but nice hustle. That's great hustle. That's what happens when you hustle. Wyatt Rochford, that ball was a foot over his head. He runs it down, and then he gets pushed from behind to keep possession for Express North. Those are the kind of hustle plays that this Express North team is going to have to make to get back in this game. Teams are back at even strength. Cutter Lent going behind the goal, being defended by Holda. Lent oftentimes is the initiator of out of the midfield for this Express North offense. Just tends to take a minute to pick a spot and choose where he wants to go from. Jack Hamilton lining up his defender. Liam Anafri. Shot goes wide. Actually going to call that a pass. It was a pass. Turnover to Leading Edge.
They played really well defensively, right?
I think so.
Yeah, they've done a really good job. Express doesn't seem to have anybody that can just take it and go and draw that slide and get them rotating. They're trusting their matchups. Leading Edge, as opposed to what Express does defensively, right? They've got that backer zone where they bring that double, and they've got a guy in place ready to go all the time. Leading Edge on the other side is just like, we're going to just guard our guy, stand next to our guy, and until you beat one of us, we're going to keep playing this base defense, and they've done a good job with it.
Yeah, so far it's worked out. Leading Edge. Number 6, Chris Davies, looking to go to Cage. Pulls it out. Gets it over to his line mate, Jack McGinn. Reed Bolger also in on the midfield core for Leading Edge. Leading Edge spreading this defense out. We're going to have some kind of violation against Leading Edge, maybe a moving pick. I didn't quite see it.
Something on the inside, I think.
Turnover to Express North, and this is where Express North coming up on 2.5 minutes in the third quarter. You're down by 3. You got to get something going here offensively.
And Leading Edge jumped off sides there. He tried to pick that pass off in the air. Just stepped over. Might as well come over and bring the extra defender.
The feed back and a shot and a score. That was good offense. Michael Rabel with the feed inside to Jack Hamilton. You could see Rabel going down that alley. He wanted to force feed it in. He realized there wasn't a window. Cruises behind goal line extended, and the defense gets caught ball watching.
Sometimes that's all it takes, right? You hold on to it for an extra second or two, and that window does pop back open. And like you said, does a good job. And that's the primary guy that he was looking for initially.
Yeah.
Does a good job of just popping off, just getting to space, showing his stick. And even with the extra man, because Leading Edge was offsides, they brought an extra guy over. Express able to get a goal.
Just what the doctor ordered for Express North, and they pick up the ensuing face-off. Just run. Nice little wheel back, gets it to his pole. This is not what you want. Fortuitous ground ball. The ball was dislodged, but it rolls right to an Express North player. And Express stays in business now, coming up on 1 minute left. They're down by 2.
I would assume play for the last shot here, right?
I'd agree with you, Coach Panarelli.
Why not? Try to get it to 5-4 and go into the fourth and carry some momentum, 2 straight goals, and you're right back in it.
Cutter Lent being watched by Anafri. Lent goes down. Melchione again. There's a loose ball push. Got to be more disciplined in that situation if you're Leading Edge. Got to get it outside the box, boy. There you go. Wyatt Best looking to go to Cage. Gets a step. He's inside. Shot just goes wide. Nice individual dodge by Best. 5 seconds left. Express looking to get something going. On the wing. He's got inside. Dives. Denied. What a sequence. Wyatt Rochford launches here at Stony Brook, but he is denied by Zeller Clark Shobe. Let's take a look at it right here. There's your dive, Steve.
Does a good job of actually, he timed that up perfectly coming out off of that goal line. Did a good job knowing that he was going to leave his feet, and give a lot of credit to the goal. He was all over that one.
Denied inside. Leading Edge up by 2 on Express. Fourth quarter action coming your way when we return.
Have the best athletic year of your life, and now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level.
There it is, Steve. The belt.
The belt.
You know you love that belt. I love that belt.
Who keeps the belt?
The winner.
I'm saying who, of the winner.
Yeah, I mean, I'd imagine the coach, or you give it to the director of your program.
Yeah, someone's got to keep that belt.
But that's what it's all about, the belt.
The belt, that's what you do it for.
Oh, who doesn't love a good belt? And I still love professional wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not afraid to admit it.
I grew up in the Attitude Era of
Stone yeah, Cold. Sure. Stone Cold.
He's the best.
Rock. I got to see, wrestling really caught on when I was younger when Hulk Hogan came on the scene.
Yeah, I was there for Hogan. I was,
Never liked the Hulkster.
Yeah.
I always liked the heels.
Yeah.
I like the bad guys.
Well, there was a lot of good bad guys.
Yeah.
Mr. Perfect.
Oh, Iron Sheik.
Ted DiBiase.
$1 Million Man was something else.
$1 Million Man was the best.
Oh, he was something else. And Ric Flair can go either way.
Yeah, but I was a Stone Cold guy, man.
Oh, the best. Great to see he's got a second career, too, acting. And
yeah.
You ever seen the Broken Skull Challenge, his Broken Skull Ranch in Texas?
I think he's got a beer.
Yeah, he's something else.
Where do you put that belt in your house? I'm thinking about my house where I could put it.
Where would you? Let's see. I mean, if you have a man cave,
yeah,
that's a great place to put it.
I think my wife would put it in the crawl space.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if I'd be allowed to put the belt anywhere. Might take it to the office.
You can put it where I can't see it, Steve.
Yeah. Not much room in my house, so I don't think it's going anywhere.
Give it to your boys.
Yeah.
The boys would dig that. Leading Edge digging this game so far. They're up 5-3 on Express North. They win the face-off to start the fourth period of action. But there's that ride again. Leading Edge, a very good riding team. Oh, 99 is not happy about losing that ball.
Yeah.
Frustration foul from Jake Davies. He threw that check from Farmingdale. And Leading Edge will play this through with the slow whistle coming up, flag on the field. They're up by 2 goals. They are in no rush to go to the cage. No shot clock. Modified NCAA rules. And Leading Edge, this is a team taking nothing away from Express North. They're just they play smart.
Yeah.
Nice knockdown. So we're going to have a slash against Express North. So a man-up opportunity for Leading Edge. Clock continues to run. We're coming up on 10 minutes left to go in this one.
When do the college guys start looking? The next age group?
Yeah, when we get the 26s. So we got the 27s are coming up. Those are rising sophomores. The 26s.
They won't look at those guys at all?
No. Well, I mean, you might have a wandering eye here and there, but the 26s are the rising juniors. Yeah, it's rising juniors every year, and they're the ones that become active. Well, they're already in play right now with the service academies.
Yes.
So Army's gotten a couple that I know of. But September 1st is when all comers can start making contact with these student athletes. But, I mean, you know, in this day and age, most college coaches know who the younger guys are, you know, the top younger guys, but can't do anything with them until they hit that September 1st of their
coming up.
Upcoming junior year. It'll be here before you know it. But again, the service academies, Air Force, Navy, Army, they're all in play right now with those student athletes. Coast Guard Academy as well.
Yep. The same type of rules when you were getting recruited? September 1st?
Man,
we had a date too. I think it was September 1st too.
I don't know what the date was. I didn't take my visits until fall of my senior year of high school.
That's when I took my visits, yeah.
And I made my decision. I was a little late, but I made my decision, I believe, April of my senior year is when I chose to go to Johns Hopkins.
Yeah, think about how late that is now, right?
Oh, you're you know, you're flipping at that point. Like, probably. Yeah. Well, actually, no, because you sign your NIL or NLI, National Letter of Intent. Yeah, the NLI. But those are the three letters that really changed the game, the NIL.
Yes.
Big time.
I would say so.
So Leading Edge called that timeout to save possession.
Yep.
Got to imagine you're, you know, throwing some money at the collective at Syracuse, right?
I do. I'm part of it. As soon as Fran Brown got hired with the football team,
there you go.
He inspired me.
Sure. Makes a difference when you can supplement some scholarship and academic money with some NIL money, and we're going to have a crease violation against Leading Edge. So Express North continues to hang around. Can they clear it? Clearing has been a little bit of a bugaboo here in the later stages of this game. Nice job. Individual effort by number, I think that's 92 in white, Charlie Peters. Then we have an offsides call against Express North. Possession over to Leading Edge. So another mistake in the clearing game.
Clearing game, right? It comes back to the clearing game.
Yeah.
That's been the difference.
Now if you're Leading Edge, up 2 goals, you're already a very patient offense to begin with. I think you become even more judicious with 8:20 left to go in the game.
Little invert set here, walking it behind. That's how you can kill a lot of clock too. But
nice little takeaway.
Yeah, turnover there. I was going to say, when you get that short stick matchup, you can kill a lot of clock sitting there at X. But give credit to Express there. Got the ball on the ground.
Yeah, Timmy Calabro with that takeaway. Maxwell Wellgold. Whirling Dervish. He's going to the cage. A little too much. Ball's taken away.
Seen a few times where guys get in tight and they just got to put in their opposite hand. And they've gotten too deep and too tight. But if they would have just switched hands, they had an opportunity to shoot. It happened in the first game as well.
Jack McGinn picks up that ground ball. He's going to give it up to Max Holda, who's been terrific in the clearing game so far in this one for Leading Edge. Will Gervold on defense for Express North. Number 16 in white. There you see the patience of Leading Edge, a little dodge and redodge action. Feed out front. That was a man there. Can't handle. But Leading Edge will maintain possession. Chris Davies, little fake, gets to his right hand, feet across, nice knockdown.
Good play.
And a great first-time ground ball as well.
Good play. And if you're Express, I was just going to say, you really can't give one up there, right? As this clock's starting to tick, you're already down 2. 3 just seems like it's insurmountable, but good stop there. Now you need to go get one.
Maxwell Wellgold does the dirty work, gets it on offense for Express North. Shot, fended away out of the stick of Calabro. Now North, under 6 minutes. They're in a good spot here. Freeze shot. Save. Looked like a delayed little knuckleball right there, and the goaltender doesn't see the attackman. But good wrist strength to keep that ball in his stick by Clark Schob. Man, that was an attackman's dream. Goalie has no idea you're behind him. He steps out of the crease, and then you check it, and the ball doesn't come out. That's not the dream part.
No. I've lived that nightmare a few times.
Callum Gemmel applying a lot of pressure. Now it's Hutch Ritchie. But Teddy Whitehouse is able to soak the checks and maintain possession, keeps his composure, gets it over to Reed Bulger.
Teddy Whitehouse, he sounds like he's going to be a future senator maybe.
Yeah.
He's got a good, strong name.
From the state of New Jersey.
Yeah, I'd vote for him right now.
Senator Whitehouse, your vote.
Just on his name alone, I'm voting for the guy.
Crazy what's going on in this country, huh?
Yeah, it was interesting.
Oof.
I'll leave it right there, right?
Yeah.
Want to be invited back next year.
There you go. Leading edge now behind the cage. Nice offense. And there again, you have an open cutter, but the connection just isn't there. Express North continues to have life.
They just need one.
Yeah.
They get one. They're right there. Give them some plenty of life. They just need to get that one to get it to 5-4. But again, the clear game has been a struggle for Express today. Too many turnovers, playing too much defense.
4 minutes left to go here in this contest. And the leading edge, if they can clear this, they can milk some more time. And they do successfully. Express North really pushing out. Edge does not have a timeout remaining. They used theirs already this quarter for the half. Smith steps in, pulls it out. Now if you're North, you really got to push out.
You got to start going, with the way you've played offensively today. It's been a struggle. Only got 3 goals here. More than midway through the fourth. So you're going to have to go and try to create some turnovers here.
And what a shot. That was a thing of beauty. Snappy release out of the stick of Mason Warwick. Paints the corner. And leading edge is doubling up Express.
One thing you couldn't have happen, right? If you're Express right here, we just talked about how it's been a bit of a struggle scoring. Didn't want to go down 3. If you got it to 3, you felt like game might be over. And right there, just did a good job catching that, getting it out of his stick pretty quick. Left-handed, high to high, buries it. Now with under 3 and losing that face-off, things not looking good for Express.
Nice save. .220 and counting. Leading edge up on Express 6-3. Nice check out of bounds. This Express North defense continues to do work. Jake Davies with the takeaway, and see if North can clear.
They've done a good job defensively, especially being how much defense they've played because of what you just saw right there with the clear game. Clearing has been their one thing they haven't done well as defensive unit.
Nice physical play. Whistle stop play. Not sure what that call was. Maybe a...
Well, the ball's in his stick, so it couldn't have been a push, right?
Yeah,
Loose ball
no
push.
flag.
He hit him from the front. No flag. You're the official, man. You tell me.
That one escapes me.
I got nothing.
Now leading edge.
Now they're going to really look to run the clock here.
Yeah.
Would expect, unless you're totally wide open on the crease, just hold it. Make Express come out and play you.
Wraparound shot. And that might be the icing on the cake from Jack McGinn. Good individual effort. gets top side and puts it away.
Take a look here, a little nice change of direction. Gets to his right. Defender's got to stick in front. Really not much of an angle there, especially with the help coming. Really impressive job there just to get enough going towards the net and finish it low and away. That's a really nice play. Like I said, not much of an angle there. Did a good job of using his arms, increasing his angle by fully extending himself there and just getting enough to get it past the goalie.
So Leading Edge will celebrate a 2024 NLF National Championship game. They will win the Class of 2028 Rising Ninth Grader Championship as the clock ticks down and the celebration begins. Leading Edge will take the belt, take the trophy back to New Jersey.
They did a good job. They played really well. Like we said, they did a good job in the riding. Offensively, they were smart with the ball. They didn't really force anything, no real mistakes. And defensively, obviously, they were extremely solid.
2 down, 3 to go. Leading Edge over Express North in the graduating class of 2028 National Championship. For Steve Panarelli, this is Mark Dixon. Thanks for watching. Congratulations, Leading Edge. We have got the 2027 graduating class National Championship game coming up shortly. We'll see you then. Until then, enjoy.